What up, world? Is Mac. Tell me something slick and make it stick. And I am back for another exciting episode. Special episode. The screen looks a lot prettier than it normally does with my bald-headed ass. I already know what you're thinking. It does. I am so y'all excited to have this particular young lady for a couple reasons. I'll tell you why. You might have seen me and her somewhere in your Tubi screen together, but we ain't talking about all of that. We'll get to that. I want to talk about a true great human being, a phenomenal talent, and just a good old, as my granny would say, a down-home country girl from Birmingham, Alabama, as her mom would call. Somebody you get your Milo sweet tea, you sit on the front porch with, and you talk about life, which I had the pleasure of doing. I have the lovely and amazing Anissa Lashay. How are you, my friend?
I am doing well. So happy to be here. How are you today?
I am super good. Oh, somebody said B Ham in the building.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That 205 in this month. Listen, the thing is, I want people to understand your journey. Now, we're going to get to Sinderella. We're going to talk about that #1 movie on too. We're going to talk about how everybody loving the shit out of you as they should. But I want you to let's go back. And you and me, I had the pleasure, y'all, to talk to this off camera. So humble, so sweet, so genuine. And in my novice journey as an actor, I couldn't have been blessed with a better person to be in the co-lead with. You know what I'm saying? I could not have been better. I could not have been blessed. God looked out for me on that one. But I want y'all to get to know her, the person, and then we kind of go journey. So just take us back to what life was like growing up in Birmingham for you.
Ironically enough, people, I guess they assume that I'm country because of how I speak. Granted, growing up, in my family, I was always the one who spoke most proper. So as I've aged, it's like, dang, I'm, getting into that, which I can appreciate, but I didn't grow up like really, really in the country. Birmingham, it has its places. Grew up around my family, very family oriented. I was blessed to grow up around my great grandmother, who was born, and raised in the country. So, baby, when it came to shucking corn and she used to sop up the collard greens,
Come on.
Cornbread. That's why collard greens is my favorite food, y'all. But
mine too.
I just grew up around a lot of love. I was rich in love, not in money, which is something that I can appreciate. And I think that attributes to just me being humble and being able to show the love that I do, that because that's what I'm used to receiving. I grew up with me, my mom, and my sister. I have a sister. We are a year and 7 months apart. Um, uh, Very close. Again, it was always the three of us. I have a daughter now who lives in the home with us. My sister suffered an anoxic brain injury out of nowhere, March 16, 2024. So me and my mom, we take care of her full time again. That's when that family orientation comes into play. Um, as it relates to the arts, I grew up dancing. Um, I just remember being really young at birthday parties. It wasn't even my birthday, but you couldn't tell me that, baby, because I'm in the dance floor every time. I don't care. And if you see me now, if you know me, I can be eating. I love to eat too. I love some soul, love to eat soul food. But I'm always dancing. There's always a song in my head. Like it's just the rhythm just flows through my body. So I grew up dancing first. And I kind of got thrown into acting. I was in second grade and it was time for a Christmas play. And also I grew up doing pageants. So me being on stage in front of crowds, that wasn't something that was unfamiliar to me. My first pageant, I want to say I was one. So we were doing pageants. I had my first modeling contract at one. So I wasn't shy to the camera. And like I said, I got thrown into that first play, second grade Christmas play, and they threw me into the front, and I was like, okay, this not bad. I like this. They got me, they got me some things to say.
Okay.
And stuff, commanding the crowd. It just, I don't know, it just felt like home to me. And I stopped for a little while because that wasn't an area for which my family was really familiar. So they didn't really know how to navigate that with
Right.
me.
Right.
We didn't have all the resources either. So it wasn't until I was in the gifted education program and my gifted teacher went to my mom and was like, you need to put her in Alabama School of Fine Arts.
Wow.
Mind you, I'm this little black girl amongst, peers that don't really look like me, especially in the gifted program. Not saying there wasn't any other, black kids, but it wasn't many at
There
all.
wasn't many.
I remember like maybe one or two in my class, in the gifted class, And so for her to go to my mom and say, hey, you should do that. My mom listened.
Wow.
Ironically enough, I had no formal training. I told you I only did that one play in second grade. By this point, I'm fifth grade going to sixth grade. And sixth grade is when you could apply. I did my own research with looking up the monologues. And I didn't really know what a monologue was, but I was always ahead of my time. So I did my own research. I found the monologues. We went to the school for me to do the audition. Well, first of all, we had to send in tapes first.
Okay.
We had a family friend who had, y'all know the camcorder. She had a camcorder.
Yeah.
And she stayed up with me in her kitchen until I got it right. We sent it in. They called me in to do the auditions face to face.
Okay.
And I got up to go to the restroom. And I left my mom in the theater. Got to go to the restroom. I came out the restroom and they're like, hey girl, we're ready for you. I go in there, do what I do. I had to do some improv. I didn't know what improv was. They explained it to me. Kid went back and I told him, I'm like, okay, now we just wait. She's like, girl, wait for what? And I'm like, I just did the audition. She's like, you were only gone a few minutes. Like that's how quickly it went. They came out, thanked us. They told me, they put me and my mom aside, specifically said, hey, we need you to go to the front office. We need you to schedule this particular appointment. And so I'll never forget the secretary saying, they don't ever tell you to come schedule this appointment unless you got in. So we're like, what? Mind you, we got kids from over the mountain who's done musical theater,
That's right.
whose parents, they know this.
That's right.
Baby, we about to go back to Pinson and this public housing apartment we staying in.
That's
Don't know
right.
nothing about nothing.
Nothing.
But I was just grateful, for the opportunity, and then got accepted. Went to the Alabama School of Fine Arts for part of my middle school years. Didn't really do too much in terms of acting in high school. Went to the #1 HBCU, Spelman College. Thank you.
Come
And
on now.
graduated with honors.
Okay.
With also a BA in drama. So once I, went to Spelman, I became more immersed in drama, and different opportunities came about, which I'm grateful for.
All right, we got to go back. Let's go back. So
Let's do it.
One thing I laud you on, and I'm a huge admirer of your ability to have them damn facial expressions. Top tier, fucking top tier. Don't matter. This woman, it don't matter what the scene is. Your facial expressions is A1. And somebody pointed that out to me, about 3 or 4 people. It's like, bro, that woman facial expressions is A1. No matter if it's Roman, or no matter if it's always it's apropos for the damn scene at the right time. Where did that come from? How are you able to do that? Because I think that's something God giving you. Wake up out the bed with. Yeah.
Just being honest, I don't think about it. Like when I'm in the scene, I don't think about it. For those who know me in real life, my face is gonna say everything before my mouth gets a chance to. So I think it's just me being fully immersed in the conversation. It's just like a genuine reaction to what's going on in the scene. Some things can be taught, but I feel like when it comes to the facial, you gotta feel it. You have to feel it.
A1. So what is like? So take us through when you got out of Spelman. Let's go through that first when you first hit let's say your first movie, first feature movie. Walk us through that. Like for those that are watching, those that want to follow in your footsteps. Like, what was that like when you hear? Because I know it's like when they say, "All right, goddamn it, ready, action." I know what that shit is like. It ain't easy as you make it look. What was that like for you your first time? We're gonna say hitting the big leagues. What was that like for you? That experience.
It was it was humbling.
Okay.
Um,
Ooh, that's good.
it was very humbling because although I do have what I feel like extensive training, I was met with people who had been in more feature films or had been around people who have been in the industry for years. So for me coming on set, it was kind of like, oh, hey, y'all. Like it was like, I don't want to say small, but I did play myself small. Um,
Mm,
although I was the lead in this movie, and
okay.
actually, shout out to Brandon, the director. He cast me in that first feature in 2020.
Damn.
Yeah, it was 2020. My daughter, she had just turned 1, so I was also navigating motherhood and then having taken a break from acting for 4 years because I graduated college a semester early. Girl, beauty and brains, y'all, beauty and brains. Graduated college a semester early, and I didn't really dive into acting immediately. I was, let's make some money, I'm trying to take care of myself. But yes, just navigating that space, that new feature film, and then I'm a lead in the movie. I feel like it was a lot of weight on my shoulders, but I was so grateful for the opportunity. And ironically enough, my husband on that movie, that was his first time acting, right? And he
Oh,
wrote me yesterday. He wrote me yesterday telling me that he loves Cinderella. And then his next
nice.
movie was like, I really appreciate you helping me my very first, like, he gave me my flowers too. And I was like, wow, that's so dope because a lot of times when you're brand new, people don't respect you.
Come
They're
on.
not really trying to help you.
Come on.
They feel like you're beneath them. And I never want anybody to feel like that because I know how that feels. Even now, there's
Mm,
people that I come into contact with them because I don't have certain network credits yet. They don't feel like I'm worthy enough to share the space with them. But that's never that's never how I'm going into any room. I know what God, just as quick as God gave it to me, he could take it away. And I don't want him to take it away. So
that's so powerful. So basically, pretty much, you know what it's like to be that we'll just say new booty on the set. So for
absolutely.
that turns, and then you extend the grace to others that you wish that you wanted people to extend to you
Absolutely.
because you know how intimidating that can be. And I don't care
Mhm.
who you are. You can talk all that cold cash. Give me
Yep.
a part. All
Yep.
that shit sound good until you
Hmm.
gotta learn the lines and deliver. And in these independent films, oh, you ain't got that long.
You
You ain't got
don't.
that. No,
Even if you're on Tyler set,
that's true.
you two and through, two and
Two and
through,
through.
two
Two and
and
through.
through. But yeah, it's different. The independent world is different for sure. It's
And so,
different.
what do you think as an actress makes you different than the next? So, if somebody's watching this, they say, you know what, she's got the look. Boom, boom. We know the girl got facial. What do you think is the thing about you that makes you different than the next, in your opinion?
I'm led by Jesus Christ.
Uh oh.
Everything that I do,
Uh oh. Uh oh. She gonna take me to
I'm
church. Come on,
giving
take us to church.
I'm
Come
giving
on.
honor and glory to him. And one thing that I pray for every night is for him to shine his light through me so that when other people see me, they see his light shining through me. So when you see me show up on set, it's not just me. It's Jesus. Like, and that's something that you can't fake. That power, that light, nobody can dim that. Regardless of what people say, regardless of what people do, I'm still gonna rise above it because I move with grace. My faith is unshakable. And baby, through Christ I can do all things. So you can't stop me regardless. That's
Mm,
what sets me apart from
mm,
others.
mm. So it's a purpose led life. You live by
Absolutely.
it's a purpose led life.
Absolutely.
Man didn't give it to you, and man can't take it
Can't
from
take it
you.
away. Mm-hmm.
And that
Yep.
makes sense. And that's why you're so free hearted with sharing because you operate in the abundance of God. Ain't nobody.
Abundance.
It ain't. Can't nobody take what's yours.
There's no cap on it.
Ain't no
There's
cap
no
on
cap.
it. Ain't
Mm-hmm.
no cap on it.
And no cap.
So for young women coming up, looking at this, now, in the future, we're going to be looking at this as you continue to ascend in your career. What are some of the jewels and what's some of the advice you want to give a younger actress that nobody told in this? As you coming out, hey, y'all don't know what Penson. I used to live in Bama for 6 years. I know what Penson is that. She ain't lying. It ain't a whole lot. It's some gifted niggas over there, but these niggas are gifted as some other shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. They gifted, but some other things. These niggas
Facts.
But for you, what is some of the advice you want to give to that youngness, that new version of you coming up? What's some of the things, 2 or 3 gems you want to give her?
You have to discover who you are as a person, become so rooted in you that regardless of who you come in contact with, you won't be shaken because the foundation has already been laid. When you come into this industry, it's so easy to get swayed by who's who and what's what, that you lose sight of your own purpose, your own morals. So it's important to discover you and become so rooted in that nobody can change that. Also find your purpose. A lot of people their purpose is money. That's their purpose for being in certain positions, But if you have a passion, your passion will always pay you, And if you're getting into acting for money, you need to do something else. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm telling you right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now. Can it be a lucrative business? Absolutely. However, it is a journey, and no two people's journey is the same. Looking at people around you, comparison is a thief of joy. And I've been stuck in that place before, but I had to realize that everyone's journey is different. And it's a purpose in the journey. So you also have to be willing to embrace that journey as well.
I love that. I love what you said. Let's go back. If your passion will always pay you.
Yes.
Bars.
Yes.
Damn bars. Bars. I love the fact that you said that. Now I'm gonna ask you this, and we're gonna get on to Cinderella, because everybody was about that Rella. Everybody was talking about that Rella.
Okay.
And I think I got some folks in backstage ready to come up here. I got somebody else they love up here around here too. Give me your top 3 actresses or actors. Let me not see questions, just females.
Ooh,
your
top 3.
Top 5, because I know you do this. So let me give you 5 that you say have impacted you, that you pulled some from or you admire. Your top 5.
Top 5.
Any era, you go out there and sit in the party. I don't care who you go. Go however you want to take your 5. These your 5.
I say, okay. I definitely have to say, because she's a part of my generation.
Come on.
Lauren Kiana Palmer. Keke Palmer, y'all.
Okay.
Love me some Keke. Angela Bassett. Woo. Gabrielle Union for sure.
That's 3.
Viola Davis. This is so tough.
I know, so I gave you 5. It's tough. You one more. One more.
Hey,
come on, this one more now. Give me one more.
Oh my God. Okay, Regina King.
Okay, fine. All right. Yeah. This ain't she ain't put no Denzel get up in there.
I love my Black actors. I love them.
You giving your actresses? I
have to. I have to.
All right,
yeah.
That's your damn list. So you do the hell you want to do with your 5. I say your 5. That's your 5. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. I want to next bring up another amazing actress I have had the pleasure of having on the platform. And I have shared some dope scenes with her too. And she cuts up a goddamn fool too when she wants to in this damn thing too. So I want to bring to the stage my 2 favorite ladies I had the pleasure of working with. Let me bring up Natasha Eli. Let me get up in here somewhere, y'all. Let me get a Natasha.
What I do?
How you doing? Thank you for joining, Tasha. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you coming through.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what Tasha having that little light thing that went on. We're gonna have to figure out what's going on with Tasha. I'm gonna let Tasha come on when she get that little light situation back up there. I don't know. Tasha, you with us?
Hello? Hello?
I
Uh-oh.
don't know. Okay. Nissa, let's talk. I'm sure she'll be back.
Okay.
Cinderella.
Yes,
Let's go
Cinderella.
through your beginning of Cinderella.
Okay.
So how did you even? I know Brandon, who the man who the master man, Brandon Holland, who goddamn. Hey, if it's ever somebody with an eye for talent, if
Brandon,
it's
for
ever
sure.
somebody that you say gonna bet on somebody,
For sure.
that goddamn Brandon Holland will bet on your ass.
For sure.
Take me through. I'm about to bring him and Natasha back up to the stage. We're gonna get Natasha situated with her background. I want to bring Brandon up as well, but take me through
Okay.
your journey in that. Take me through your journey.
So as it relates to Cinderella, I was on set for the Miss Pat show. I was doing some work there, and I can't remember if I think Brandon might have emailed me, but the email that he sent it to, I don't check it as regularly. And so he ended up sending me a text like, "Hey, did you get my email?" I'm like, "No, what email?" So I get off set then after a long day on set, and I go put it on tape, and I send it in. And if you're an actor out there, we live by submit it and forget it. I submitted it. It was out of sight, out of mind. I'm like, okay, now let me get in the bed so I can get ready to go set the next morning. And I didn't find out that I booked it until maybe like a couple days later. I was actually getting ready for the Miss Pat show's rap party, and I'm getting ready, and I just happened to go to the email, and I was like, oh, bad Cinderella. I love that. I love that. I've always wanted to do like a princess type, although this isn't princess, like not Disney, but I've always wanted to do something in that realm. So yeah, forever grateful for the opportunity. I loved playing the role. I loved it.
All right. Let me switch over to Tasha. Everybody love boy that Vivian boy. Tasha, take us through that. What made you want to take that part of Vivian? When you first was reading up for Viv, what made you say, "Oh hell yeah, I'm gonna do this. I can do this."
So first of all, thank you for having me, and what's up, everybody? So for me, I didn't get to read it first. I just got like a message from Brandon, like, "Yo, I need you on this, that, and the third." That's how I came on board. So I didn't like read for it or read the script first prior to just saying yes. You know what I'm saying? When Brandon hit me up, it was just a yes automatically.
That was off top because it was Brandon. It was hey, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, because I do castings and Brandon does castings. Sometimes he'll send some stuff over to me. Sometimes I send some back to him. And so when he hit me up, I already knew he knows what he's doing. Like you said, he got an eye for talent. So I was just like, yeah. He was like, he knows my character in another show. And so when he saw that, he was just like, yeah, that's Vivian.
For sure.
So that's how I came about.
All
I
right,
can't see y'all, by the way, because
you
I'm
can't see
blind.
nobody?
Heck no. Don't worry about it. I got this. I can't see y'all, but I know y'all there, and I don't have my glasses on.
Well, we see you, Tasha. We see you. They can see you. Let me introduce. You know you goddamn special cloth when you get the director to come out. From when you get the director, you know you did something right. When you get the man behind the whole the mad scientist, the genius writer, the director extraordinaire.
Now
Jury
he has to
is
try.
in the building. God damn it. Jury, what's good, man?
Hey,
Terrific.
can y'all hear me?
Joanne, the man with a plan.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
We hear
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Hi.
Hey.
Well, hey, what's up?
What
What's
a,
up? You
it's a party.
trending? What you mean?
Brand.
What's up? You trending right now?
You
We are
trending, you number
we
So,
one.
we are trending. We are number one.
yes.
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 Yeah.
Yes.
TikTok going crazy.
Yeah. I'm super excited. Really wasn't expecting all of this, but it's cool. We got down on my knees before that thing dropped. I said, Lord, I need you to work something for us.
Big God. Big God. Big God, baby. Big God.
So,
Absolutely.
It's a
Well,
super blessing for sure.
Jurin, thank you for joining again. It was, man, I can't even talk about it, but I'm in Mac podcasting mode. I ain't in Roman mode right now. I ain't
Okay.
in. I'm a fan of these people up here, so I'm in Mac mode right now. Let me go over to Brandon. Let me go over to the man who goddamn found every person you seen on that set. Brandon, can you go through each person on this screen and say, wow, did you know Nisa was gonna be that? How did you know Vivian Tasha was gonna kill Viv? How the hell did you know some loudmouth yellow ass nigga named Mac on the podcast was gonna be able to play Roman? Would you, sir, your moment? Walk us through that.
All right. First of all, hey everybody.
Brandon.
So I would say, first of all, thank you to Duran. Duran he's a very, very particular visionary about what he wants. And so when I first started, when Duran first hit me up about casting, I had to kind of learn his style, kind of learn what it is, what he's really looking for. But cause he goes for a specific look. He's very particular because when he writes, he sees it in his head. And so we go through numbers and numbers and numbers of people before we decide. And so when he started describing, we started off first with Vivian, and I think Natasha, she was in Tears of a Hustler, and I was like, oh, I know just the person for this. And I sent him a clip of Natasha. She beat somebody up in the club or something. I was like, this is your Vivian. I was like, look at her. And he said, yes, this her. And then he started describing Roman. And so he started describing Roman to me. And then I was like, he just described, he's like, I know I want him to be kind of swaggy. I want to have this edge to him, but I want him to kind of be able to look nice. Duran is so specific about what he wants. So it's almost nerve-wracking a little bit because he was like, okay, man. I was like, I want to get this right. And so I was like, but you know what? I was like, I know the guy. I said, you have described the guy perfectly. I know exactly who you're looking for. I was just like, he doesn't have much acting experience. I said, but I think he'd be perfect. And so I sent Mac, I sent your Instagram to him, and he said, "This Roman, this Roman." He's like, "This Roman," and we went through a couple people, and he's just like, "No, that's not it. And I was like, "I know you." I said, and then so he told me a little bit more about the character, and I was like, "I know you guys. So you want Mac?" And so sending on Instagram, and he immediately was like, "This is our guy. This is Mac. I mean, this is Roman." And same with Sinderella. Of course, when we're talking about a lead, I know that the role for Sinderella is so diverse. So we wanted somebody who was soft, who could be soft-spoken, but also had a little edge to her, who can be kind of simple, but also got this little sassiness to her. She picks up. And so, when you think about Cinderella, it's like, I was like, damn. I was like, so it was just, at first, he was just kind of going back and forth about it. I was like, I think I know the girl who would be perfect for this. And I was just like, and I told him, I was like, I worked with her a couple times. I said, the girl can act. I said, she's a Southern girl. She, she can be soft. I said, but she got a little edge to her. I sent him clips of her from her show. And, we watched through a couple of different things. So, we kind of went back and forth. And she sent in her audition, and then he was just like, I think this is not Cinderella. I was like, I'm telling you, this is your Cinderella. And so, I had reached out to her, and we didn't hear back. So I had started looking for somebody else. Like,
I told them.
Yeah.
I told them you had sent it to an email address that I don't really use, so I didn't even see it until you text me hey, did you get my email? And I'm like, no.
Thank God for the text.
Because when Duran make his mind up, I'm just like, I'm happy. I was like, yes. Yeah. Then I heard that back from Anissa. I was like, oh hell. I said, we in trouble. And so I ended up, and then I had her name saved under her first name, and like me to call her that. So I end up just like, hey, I've been emailing you. I was like, are you interested in this, Rob? Like, do you think you could do a read for it? It was like last minute. I had kind of, by that time, it had kind of started getting close. And she was just like, yeah, no, I'm interested. I would love to read for the part. And so when Duran is happy, I was just like, we did it. I was like, we found our people. And so it was an interesting experience. It was just like, I enjoyed, since Duran, he cast Kels. And so, once he was looking for someone also to match his energy and like, you know, just they would look good together on camera and their personality mesh well. So, you know, this is how we end up with this perfect cast. So it was dope.
Yeah, let me just say, I
Cast.
could say real quick, Brandon is like a super genius in the fact that he can multitask and do so much. I'm the same way, so I think that's why we work well together. Because he'll be doing like all these different things, and then he'll come back with something and be like, "Oh yeah," and he just like he knows everybody in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like and in and out the city. So
Yeah.
like he's just like really we had like a real good chemistry when we work together and do stuff because he's super smart and intuitive too uh, and funny. So it's always fun like casting and stuff like that. But
Yo,
yeah, he be knowing.
all night, every night, and I had to go to
Yeah.
work.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've been getting on the nerve. I'm super
Working on casting.
I'm super appreciative of you because you really made it. I mean, I knew what I wanted, but I didn't, you know, Brandon came to the A way before I did. So he is patched in and he knows like talent when he see it. So that was like super helpful. But yeah, I'm super thankful that we got the cast that we got for sure.
Nissa,
For sure.
let me go to Nissa for a minute. So listen, when you were filming, what were some of the most enjoyable parts of you filming this particular movie? Like this the whole process. Because this woman went through y'all 45 different changes in the day. Like Nissa changing outfits, she doing hair. Yo, the girl handled it all. Just tell me what some of the most enjoyable parts of the process for you.
Of course, just being a part of a cast and crew where we were able to get along and work really well together. And it didn't feel like work to me. You know, a lot of times you're around people with so many different personalities and so many different backgrounds. And I have worked on 37 movies, and I've worked on I didn't feel like it was a hierarchy on this set. And then being with Duran and being we had a time, y'all, because y'all know I was by myself so much. I enjoy being with them, y'all. It was never a point where it was like, I shouldn't have signed up for this. It was never that. Like the long night.
Even when you had to change 30 times.
No, it got a little out of hand. It got a little out of hand. So y'all might see, you know, I got a necklace in this part of the scene that don't know because it was a lot. But I genuinely enjoy all of it. They really treated me like a princess for real. Like I genuinely don't have any complaints.
What about you, Tasha? What did you enjoy the most about the process of filming this particular project?
What I enjoy most is that Ben and Duran, they move so swiftly, right? So like you don't ever have to just worry about just sitting there waiting for long periods of time. It was just kind of like once we got rolling, and we might have stayed 2-3 o'clock in the morning, but it was never like she said, it was never like damn, they doing too much. It was still all good vibes all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was nobody like bigger than the program.
Duran, I'm gonna come to you on this one. What was because you seeing this whole thing from a holistic standpoint. You got the macros look, the micro look, you zooming in, out, you editing the damn movie, recording, you doing everything in real time. What was your most enjoyable process about this whole damn thing since it was all going on simultaneously for you at the same time?
For me, it's always watching the performances. And I got my goofy ass. I'm always laughing and being super unprofessional when they acting because that's like the time, like when I'm like the audience. Like I'm watching it like how the audience watching. Like when they do the take or they do the one, I'm like, okay, yep, I know that's the take. So the editing part usually is pretty easy. It's the audio and all this stuff, you know, can be a headache, but like the most enjoyable because I'm like their biggest fan. So like when they acting and doing stuff, like the toughest part of me was like being away from everybody. I had to go back, I had to run back to Huntsville and get some stuff taken care of and come back. But being and held it down. But I was like being like put the phone up so I can see, you know, so because that's like my favorite part is just like seeing how they bring the character to life for like certain scenes and like it's always we work with talented people like y'all, like it's always a surprise, like to see, oh, okay, I saw that, but I didn't think, about that, like that delivery or something. So like that's to me like the favorite part of the process is like the actual performances and trying to get them to see what I see, but then like them taking it, them putting, because it's like a collaborative effort. Like when you're creating a character, like you presenting your ideas, and then they're coming with what they think that the character is sensing and feeling. And we work with talented people. It's always a surprise, and that's to me is like the fun part of it. It's like watching it like a little kid, in a movie theater, like watching it unfold and seeing like the performances and stuff.
And to piggyback on Duran, I agree with him because like watching you, Mac, I knew that you didn't have acting experience. And so for me, I was just like, okay, I was like, kind of put myself out on the line here. I was like, but so far, I was like, man, this man has been killing this part. And every time you would do something, and when Duran was proud in that moment, it made me proud. I was like, yes. Like, because you're unsure, because it's like, okay, I really enjoy it being able to like connect with Duran. He's always been very talented. And so just for us to make that connection, I was like, I know this is about to be dope as hell. So to see it happen, to see Anissa and see Vivian, Natasha, it was just like it was just like a great experience. And I felt like everybody just kind of fed off each other. And it was just like when y'all was together, it was just so smooth. Even the twins, right? Like Duran had already cast Megan. And he was like, I need somebody to look like this. And I was like, I know just the girl. I was like, I know somebody who would be perfect for this. And so I had just worked with a film with Unique. And so she came and he was like, oh, I love her.
I can't hear.
I watching it all mesh. It was definitely like, it was definitely a great feeling. But to see him happy, I was just like, yes. That was a proud moment for casting, yeah.
Wow.
All star. And shout out to Ben too, because Ben like really is kind of like my right brain when we be doing these projects and stuff like that. And he's like super talented. And Ben was like the first person I ever met that kind of saw like I saw. Like when we shooting, like we kind of see the same thing. We both individuals, and he's talented in his own right, and he's amazing at composition and just seeing things, and then lighting and saying like, okay, we can get away with not having light here, or we need it. Like he's very, because I be on go mode, so he had to stop. He's like, hey, and I was like, okay, because I'm listening to him because I trust him. But like he see like I see, so we both could see the same scene. We like, I'm gonna get close, you're gonna get wide, okay, and just cover it. Like we shot that ballroom, the ball scene. We had to do that so quick because we only had that location for like a couple of hours. And so me and him were just like dashing all around, like
they were
the
jumping in and out.
Was there, and we were just crisscross all just like, like, and like when I got back in, I'm thinking to myself, like, I know we ain't got no coverage. I know I'm about to go ahead and just figure something out. But when I got in there, it was like, it was so crazy. Like I had caught him because I was really kind of freaking out by how much close we, like how in sync we were. Like when I stopped, he would pick up like right where, like it's just crazy, like how we kind of, it's like we feeling what I don't get, he get, what he don't get, I get. And it's like we just kind of can work quick like that. And I think that's like the chemistry you're working with people. Like you are able to move fast because you don't have to sit up and argue with each other for 5, 10, 15 minutes about where you're going next. Like that's like, and everybody else getting tired and getting out of character. It's like, so the fact that we can kind of see the same and move the same, I think helps everybody else because the shoot's usually like crazy ambitious anyway. So it's like almost, I don't say impossible because we get it done, but it's very like this shoot was like super ambitious. And I just want to thank everybody for hanging in there, the cast and stuff like that. They really believed in the project for us to get it done, especially that last day. It was like getting over the hump. Like I could see the finish line, but needed a Gatorade. So, but we made it though. We got it to the end. We finished it, and like it's just, now with everybody seeing it and liking it, it having the impact it has is like seeing it is like really, really cool. Like, it's cool. It's dope. So yeah.
Let me ask you this though, and this is and Brandon, coming back to you, and now that you said what you said, you saw you being a part of that brain trust with Duran and Ben and all that, and you seeing this finished product, and these are the people that you hand selected, and he trusts you to hand select. When you see it now, what is that gratification when you see the finished product? Like, damn, look at this shit I saw.
So, I was absolutely proud. It made me feel like just wow, really. And I've casted several projects, and I don't know, it was just something different about this. And I think it's because I feel like I have personal connections with each of you, and I've watched all of you in your own elements and do different things. But to see y'all all together, it was like, okay, I felt like a daddy, even though I'm older, whatever. But it was just like a really proud moment, and it just felt like a win for the project, and it felt great to be a part of something that feels like, like it feels like a win. Just off record, my grandmother passed, and we was on the day that the movie came out. So it was shit. I never really got to like see it. So I saw the stuff happening, but I just got like glimpses of it. So when I actually sat down and watched it, I was just like, oh man. And it was just like such a great feeling. And it just felt like, it just felt like just a proud moment for everyone. It felt like a win for you, Matt, your first movie. Anissa, she's done a couple things, but just to watch her just like really embrace this part and just really be the lead, because she's always just been that person. Just from where I watched her from, we did a movie years ago when we first started during COVID. That was the first time we worked together, to watching her now. And I hit her up all the time. We hit people up all the time, and everything is not for everybody. And so, I get a lot of no's from her, but I don't be offended because I just feel like when it's the right thing, she's going to say yes. And so when this came around and she accepted the role, but she also embodied the role and she killed it. And so it just made me very proud. And Natasha, she gets to play the tough guy, but I love it. And the thing is, I just felt like she was just so natural. She's so glamorous, stylish, and it was just like it was so her. Like I couldn't even see somebody else being Vivian. Like it was just so easy. Every time Natasha come out from upstairs, she got her high heels and her necklace and stuff.
You clean that. She was stepping.
Vivian, like this is the rich godmother. Like I couldn't see nothing else. Oh yeah, man. I'm very.
That is crazy, because I feel the same way about Brandon. Every time I run into him on the property, I be like, yo, he got style. Like, it's one thing to have a bunch of clothes, but it's another thing to have style, right?
Well, we can hear
You
you.
have clothes and you don't even know how to put that shit together, but he's one of those ones that'll take risks with fashion, which same with me. Even with Vivian, they let me do whatever, throw some shit together and throw it out. I was like, I absolutely loved it. They didn't say like, oh no, you changed that, you can't wear that. It was just cool. Everything just flowed. That's why it's a blessing that is going viral now, because it was just, I think God was all over it, because everything just fell into place. Because even when we had something that might have seemed like it was going wrong, it was just like an easy fix. It was just flowing. I love that set. I had absolutely no problem. And Mac, you're a pro. You're a pro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely, you're a pro. You got it. No classes, no nothing. Just a natural. You got it.
Well, I humbly say thank you. Let me kind of share with the audience what I got. So when Brandon, I'm gonna take y'all back. When Brandon hit me up for the Brandon, okay, I'll give you a little history. So when Brandon reached out to me, he's like, Mac, you remember I talked to you on your podcast a couple months back? I was like, yeah.
I can't hear. Can y'all hear me?
You can't. Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
The sound keeps going out. I can't. I see Max talking, but I can't hear. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I can't hear you.
You can't hear? Can everybody else hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So Brandon was like, Mac, I got a role for you. I think you would be good for us. I said, hey, Brandon, man, I can't. Hey, I just got this new gig, this new corporate gig, man. I'm trying to go on and get that. I said, brother, listen, I appreciate that, but it ain't, I'm not no actor like that. He's like, Mac, man, you really got to look at this script, man. You would like it. So I looked at the script and I said, well, damn, this guy's a lot like me in a lot of ways here, man. I'm like, wait a minute now. I know this nigga here now. I know him. Like, wait a minute. And so I was like, well, Brandon, this one guy got a blessing with your name on it. I like, Brandon, man, I can't do it. I don't get off work to 5:30. Where's Matt? We'll deal with that. We'll take it, Matt. Just come on, Matt. Come on. I'm like, well, damn, I can't even get out the damn road. So then I go from that and I talk to Duran. He just on the FaceTime, it was more like, yeah, I was like, man, I've never acted before. So, hey, man, you're gonna be fine. I'm not worried about you. I said, sir, I ain't never acted before, sir. I said, hey, sir, this is your project. I don't want to mess this up for you. Hey, man, you're gonna be fine. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, Mac tried to get out of it. I told Duran, I said, oh, he said he got to work. Duran said, okay, cool, we'll just start at the 5. I said, okay. And then everything Mac said, I had an answer for it.
He had a rebuttal for everything I said.
Yeah.
And guess what, y'all? I get on set. My first set is the last damn dinner scene, that epic climatic scene. That was my first shoot. And who I got with me? The seasoned veteran, Natasha. And that's who I got with me. We doing our thing. And from that point on, but it was at that moment, Tasha was like, no, do that. Do that. Keep doing that.
Yeah.
And Duran was like, that's it. Just do that. And so what happened was I started blanking out, and they call it a flow. I've learned it now as an actor, they call it a flow now. And I got into the flow. But I want to say
I'm like Anissa now. I can't hear. I can only hear from Duran.
Yeah, we can.
So I was blessed with so many people that gave me the, hey man, you got it. Just keep going. You're doing fine. And Duran would always be like, look, bro, I see this, bro. Matt, you're doing good, Matt. You're doing good, Matt. You're doing good, Matt. You're doing good. And so to see the final product, the final thing, I'm just grateful. I just want to share a moment of gratitude, man. I'm forever grateful, man. This has been amazing, y'all. Like, it really has, man. To trust me with that and to see the response, that I'm blown away. I'm blown. But that was the process. But Duran never had a dice. You're gonna be fine. I'm like, man.
From the day I sent you over to Duran, Duran's like, oh, Dad, this Roman. He ain't asked me no questions. He's like, this Roman. He's like, whatever you got to do, get him there.
And Duran, I said, well, Duran, how should he dress? How you think he should dress? I said, all right, Roman about to be from the South Side of Chicago. That's what Roman about to be from, right?
That's what we need. Real talk, because like when you see character, well, at least I can just speak for me. I can't speak for everybody. But the times I do watch TV or watch movies, nothing grinds me more than watching something that I don't believe the character. Like it takes me out of it. Like I don't even want to watch or finish the movie or show because I'm like, I can't believe this character. Like I can't. The person could be a good actor. You know what I'm saying? Like they could be the best actor. They could be really delivering what they're supposed to deliver, but just something in me, I just be like, I can't suspend my disbelief. In a movie like this, you got to, because just trying to do the Cinderella story in itself is like people are already coming to it like, what could they possibly do that we ain't see? So it's like everybody, all the characters had to be like untouchable, and y'all was like it's undeniable, like y'all killed it. But Roman in particular, like him and Vivian, but particularly Roman, the story really hinged on the authenticity of his character and it being believable. So you can kind of, so then it's like, then it's just like the attention is on Ella. Or like what Ella gonna do, because Roman is Roman. Roman is Roman in it. So then your attention takes away from Roman, believing it because you believe that, and then you're like, okay, now I'm with Ella. Like I'm in her. It's like I'm in her shoes. I'm on her journey. I'm trying to see what I'm in here with her. So yeah, the Roman character, like you killed it, but I knew you was gonna be able to, to do that or whatever. But just to see you do it. And the level of professionalism you had, like hats off to you, like, because it take a certain person, just the nerves, you know what I mean? Just the nerves it takes to be vulnerable and really let yourself go in front of the camera, not knowing how it's going to be received, not knowing what the performance is, you just really went for it. And it created a iconic character. Like as much as people hate him, and as much as you'd be like, this nigga here, it's like the movie wouldn't be the movie without Roman. Like it just wouldn't be. Like so. Thank you. Yeah, hats off to you. You did your thing.
let me give also Anissa some. I didn't get a chance to this part, but I was going around till she was having. But when I was filming and I got on there, and she had me laugh. She's like, I was a little nervous, Mac, when you said you ain't never acted before. Nissa had me, Nissa honest. She can't be fake. She like, in her Alabama accent, I was a little nervous, Mac, but let me tell you something. This woman was so encouraging to me. And we had, obviously, this is the lady I'm talking to. I'm talking to her more than anybody. I got to. And she was so encouraging and so patient. And she was just giving me so many tips on how to, and Nissa with that photographic genius mind, like, Matt, you got to know everybody's lines because you got to get. She's like, Matt, you got to know everybody's lines that you in the scene with. I was like, oh, okay. And she would know my damn lines. She'd be like, no, man, you supposed to say that. I was like, oh, okay, Nissa. And she kept me on point. Nissa was big on continuity. Mac, that ain't how you did it. Now you got to do it. That you had your hand like that. Mac, do your hand like that again, Mac. So Nissa was huge. I have so much love and respect for her. But yeah, I had to say that. I just wanted to give her her flowers, man. She was phenomenal. I got to get to one question, guys, before we get up out of here. Somebody in the chat asked. They said, question for everyone: what are your creative process that helps you get into the characters in Sinderella or any role you play? I'm gonna let Nissa answer that as the veteran actress.
Veteran, Lord have mercy. So for I'm sorry. Sorry. But for me, a lot of times I don't read the whole script. And that's just me being honest. So there were things that took place in the movie that I wasn't aware of. Okay. But just going through and of course they're like reading my lines, but it helps when you have the initial audition and you get the breakdown. So they tell you basically what the writer and director's vision for that character is. So I kind of play based off of that, but I always bring me to it. So if I'm going in, okay, as Cinderella or Ella, in this case, I know what they're looking for. I know the story of Cinderella. I know it's like a woe is me type of thing, and then she finds her strength, later on at the end. But it's like, how can I bring me to that character while also making sure that I'm still delivering it in a way that the writer and director that they're looking for in that particular character. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be Anissa regardless. And if they say, "Hey, that was good," but lose the Bama a little bit, okay, I can do that, baby. I can lose the Bama, whatever you need. But that's really how I go through it. And a lot of times, y'all, if I'm being completely honest, y'all think that I know my script front and back before I get to set, and I don't, baby. I don't. I may read it through at home, but right before that scene, I'm like, okay, hey, what scene we about to do, y'all? They tell me, okay, let me go back and look at this. In hair and makeup, if I have hair and makeup, or while I'm, changing, that's my process. Everyone's process is different, but like Max said, I do have photographic memory, and I do know your line, my line, his line. I know the direction. I know what time of day it is. But again, that comes with having a passion for what I do. Everybody can't do what I do. I'm blessed to do what I do, but you have to find the creative process that works best for you.
Good question. I want Natasha to answer this one. But Tasha, can you? Your mic is muted. The question was.
I can't hear you, Mac.
I can hear you, but can you hear me?
I can't hear Mac.
You can't. Y'all can't hear me now.
I can hear Mac, but you can't hear me.
Lord Jesus, Lisa, I can hear Tasha fine.
Oh, okay. Well, then let's go.
All right. The question, Tasha, what's your creative process that helps you get into the character for Vivian or any role you play? What's your creative process?
So like Anissa was saying, I think that every character has a little bit of ourselves in there, our DNA in there. I'm more of a free form actor. I go over the lines and I know where the script is going. So if I know Duran what the idea was for the scene, I may not exactly remember what the script said, but I'm completely off paper and I'm just going to do a reactive. So I'm just going to react on whatever you say to me because I know where I'm supposed to be going in that scene.
Okay. Okay.
Can I
Yeah.
piggyback off of that real quick? I hope y'all can hear me.
Yeah, I hear decent.
Yes.
Um, and a lot of times when you're new, we don't realize that acting is simply having a conversation.
Mm.
So based off what the other person says, okay, how would I respond to that? Or how would my
Right.
character respond to that? And that's what helps me to lock into what my lines are in a moment where I may, have a lapse in memory. But it's ultimately just having a conversation and making that conversation as realistic to that story as you possibly can.
Good. I'm gonna say for me with this role here, what my process was because of this character, so many things are similar. Obviously, except the treatment of women. I don't treat women like that. I'm a much better father than Roman is in a lot of different ways. But for me, it was drawing off life experiences. Once I tapped into what it was, I've been through so many different things. I just can extract from different life moments, and then it's more like if I'm watching this movie in real time, what would it be that this dude does or this dude says that can capture me forever? And that's what I pull from whenever I'm, in moving forward. But in this role, particularly as we're talking about, it was more locking in and making this guy memorable. That was the whole thing. Make this man memorable. Make this man something memorable. That
And you
was it.
did. You did.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss. Thank you. Would you tell these women that I am a gentleman? I am not like that on Roman.
Listen, I've been on your side for the past week. I got some folks that want to come at you. But I've been telling them, I didn't have to hold my 6-year-old down because she ready. You and Vivian. I ain't never seen my baby act up like that. But no, I have been telling people like Mac and Roman, two totally different people. Jekyll
Two
and
people.
Hyde, literally.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus, man. I'm like, man, I ain't never had so many women love and hate me all in one role. They don't know what to like me or hate mad at me. I like this is
But
acting, people.
that mean you did a good job though. Like that's a testament to you like doing a good job. If that character becomes just that real for that person to watch it, they can't stand you or start screaming at the TV or whatever. Like that mean you did a good job.
Yeah, now I got people just Durant. I don't know if I want to go in the shoe store with you. I know how you listen now. That ain't me. I'm just saying. I know if Roman gonna come at you. Hey, well, hey, y'all, coming up on time. I want to go around and give everybody a chance to say if any new projects, what other things could be on the horizon. So I'll let Brandon, because I know he always got something in the crock pot over there. Brandon, what you got coming up? Anything you can share?
Sure. I have a show airing on Ribby Network, More Than Hair Huntsville. So it airs every 2 weeks on Thursday. New episode drops tomorrow. I am getting ready to do 2 faith-based films. I produced on a film I wasn't there, but I helped coordinate the production. It's a film called Holy. Gerard Everett. I actually helped cast on that and help with that project together. So we just wrapped that this weekend. And so, I'm excited. Hopefully I'm going to do a lot more this year. I can't think of everything because you put me on the spot, but that's enough for now. And hopefully Duran and me are going to do more things together. I text him every other day, like, yeah, Duran, when you going to call me again? But yeah, so I'm excited.
All right. Anissa, what you got on the horizon? Anything in the crock pot cooking over there?
Wow. So I actually was a lead in a faith-based project. We wrapped. Sorry, y'all, there's a lot happening. We wrapped in December. And I know that the director and writer, she said that she's already working on part 2. I was a lead, but I felt like I was the lead. My character went through so much in that project. Definitely grateful for that opportunity. And then I wrapped another project in December as well, like 2 days later. It's the series with Daryl Vega. I don't know if y'all are familiar with him. And that's it right now. Book me, guys. I'm available. Book me. Listen, ain't got number time. But yeah, preferably something. Something is on the horizon. Seriously, I'm praying. I'm a full-time actress now, so no 9 to 5 or anything holding me down. So
Come on, man.
yeah.
Come on, man. All right. All right. Joranda Isabel, the mad scientist, man. Anything that you want to be looking out for, looking out now, besides Cinderella, what you want to shout out, what's on the horizon, sir? I'm gonna let you talk.
We got a project I filmed last year, actually before Cinderella. Is crazy enough. But Cinderella ended up dropping before that, but it's called A Single Christian. I wouldn't necessarily call it faith-based. It does have faith themes in it, but that's getting ready to come out. I don't like putting dates because, stuff would be happening, but I think the beginning of April, like the first week of April sometime. So that has Sean Wells and Leslie Sherry in it, starring, and Kendria Bland. Me and Ben produced that. And that'll be dropping like in a month. And then Homecoming 2, which I gotta finish. And hopefully Cinderella 2. If y'all want to come back, if y'all will have me.
He dropped it, y'all. It's gonna be a part 2.
If y'all want to work with us again.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I got the story. It's like super, super dope. Like when I see y'all, I can't wait till y'all read the script. It's fire to see what y'all think. But
As long as I don't die, I'm cool.
nah, you don't die. But you go feel like you want to when you find out what happened.
Jesus.
Hey, that boy gonna
So
come.
I'll just leave it at that. I'll just leave it
Wait,
at
can I
that.
throw something in there? For the people who were on the live last week that asked us about what type of project we're gonna do next. Can I do like some like Kill Bill type of stuff? You know what I'm saying? Just throwing that out there, just a little action part in
It
for
definitely
y'all.
gonna be some in part 2. It's definitely gonna be some action for sure. I mean, we
Good.
got
I know
all
how
the
to
characters.
shoot.
We
I
got
know how
all
to
the
shoot.
characters established, and Roman gonna want some revenge. So it's gonna be crazy. So yeah, when I finish it, I'm gonna send it to y'all. See what y'all think.
But
For sure. So excited about that.
Go ahead, B. I'm sorry, Junior. You asked
Oh
me
no,
what?
I'm done. That was it.
Natasha, anything you want the people to be on the lookout for? Any projects you want to shout out before we get up out of here? You on mute?
I can't hear you, Mac, if you're talking to me.
Oh man. Okay. I was just saying if you had any projects you wanted to look out for, any you wanted to shout out. Let me see if I can shout our projects out.
I had one more thing I need to shout out, man. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Go ahead, Nisa, because I don't think she can hear me. Go ahead, Nisa. Go ahead.
Okay, y'all. So
I can't hear Mac. I can hear you now.
I was nominated for Breakout Actress of the Year for my role in Cinderella for the Ace Honors Awards. Voting starts February 23rd. Please follow me at _ Anissa Lashay. And I'll be posting on how to vote, when to vote, how to support. But very, very grateful to even be nominated for this award.
Okay. I'm gonna shout out Natasha's stuff.
Can you hear me, Mac?
Go ahead.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now. What
Can
you want to shout out?
anybody hear me?
We can hear you. We can hear
Okay,
you.
cool. Okay, cool. So I have right now I'm about to film Mama's House. It is a faith-based film. And I'm currently working with Howard Gibson. I'm casting one of his films. And then I have Tears of a Hustler 4 getting ready to film. And also, I was nominated for Ace Honors Breakout Actress of the Year and also Best Supporting Actress of the Year.
All right.
Yay!
Yay. Let's give us some love, man. Well, that's it, y'all. Hey, I'm gonna be somewhere in the
All right, you guys can hear me?
I hear you.
We hear you, Natasha.
Okay.
Hey, y'all hear me? You good? Hey, Natasha.
What about you, Mac?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be here on Mactastic TV, giving y'all some more of this amazing content. Somewhere I'll be in the Isabel universe, popping up somewhere. I know Sinderella 2 is coming. Roman got to get some give back. I'm sure Brandon will hit me up with something. Hey, Mac, I need you to play something, or a sexy lawyer, or something you'll find for me to do in the meantime. But no, man, I want to say again, thank y'all for taking time out y'all day to stop by on my platform and share your stories and give advice to my audience. We really appreciate that. Both Mac the podcaster and Mac the actor. Thank y'all so much for your kindness and grace. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you for having us.
Of course, Anissa.
Thank
Anytime.
you, as always, Mac. Brandon, big hugs, big long distance hugs for you and your family.
Thank you.
For sure.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. God bless. See y'all soon. Bye-bye.
Mac talking.